Quest presents an unabridged recording of The Nation Holds Its Breath by George Hamilton, narrated by the author. Dedication to Brenda and Eddie, there every step of the way. Chapter 1. Paradise in Solitude. What county man are you? That's a question I would be asked frequently when on parade for RTE. It's an Irish way of inquiring exactly where you're from, framed in the context of the country's most popular sport, Gaelic football, which is organised on county lines, itself hugely ironic when you consider who drew up the boundaries in the first place. Not being from that tradition, I was baffled to begin with, for county allegiance meant nothing to me. Where am I from? I'm from Belfast, from the top of the Craiger Road. Belfast doesn't easily subdivide into districts like Dublin or London would. The nearest arterial route tends to be the identifier, so your schoolmates might come from the Malone Road, while the boys in the opposing rugby team could be from the Antrim Road. The Craiger Road is in East Belfast, just over a mile of suburban highway, beginning for no apparent reason where the Woodstock Road ends. There's no major intersection, no perceptible change in the geography. If it wasn't for the street signs, you'd never know. And it doesn't actually go anywhere. Now, it meets the dual carriageway that's part of the city's outer ring. In my childhood, the T-junction where it ended gave on to a simple country thoroughfare known as the Hillfoot Road, an acknowledgement that from that point on, the ground rose sharply to become part of the Castlereagh Hills. The steepest ascent is the Rocky Road, a 20% gradient round a left-hand bend that in no time delivers the most commanding view over the city below, stretching from the Lagan Valley, across the Divis Mountain, and on to the blue expanse of Belfast Lough, a place to stop and draw breath after the taxing ascent. As you take it all in, you'll notice some streets in the foreground, rows of 3-up, 2-down semis, leading in the general direction of those bright yellow hulks, Samson and Goliath, the two huge Krupp cranes at the Harland and Wolff shipyard that dominate the city skyline. One of those streets is Rochester Avenue, which is where I grew up. Those cranes weren't there when my parents bought their new home in 1948. These houses were part of the post-Second World War building effort. There were almost 100 of the semis on our little road alone. The names of the streets, Rochester, Stirling, Sunderland, all had connections with another big Belfast employer, Short Brothers and Harland. Short's was the first aircraft manufacturing company in the world and had its principal base at Rochester in Kent. In the 1930s, it developed the Sunderland flying boat and Stirling bombers, both of which played prominent roles in the British war.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?